Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video we're going to be using the new reflective glitter collection from Kiki London to create this really pretty wintry ombre, so I really hope you all enjoy watching. So this is the full reflective glitter collection from Kiki London. I have done a swatch video over on their channel, so I will leave that linked below in case you would like to check that out. And I do also have a 10% off discount code for Kiki, which I will leave in the description box below in case you want to save some pennies on your order. So I'm really loving this collection. I have left some pictures of what this set looks like with the flash on, because that's one of the amazing things about the reflective glitter gel polishes. They look a lot different under a flash light, for example, or they look a lot different under certain lights basically. So I recorded without my flash on because I wanted to have a nice clear video. However, when you put the flash on and take your pictures, this collection looks insane. The reflective sparkles are absolutely amazing. So do check out the videos at the end of the design, and I will pop some reels up on my Instagram page as well of what they look like with that reflash on, so you can really see the reflective vibes. I'm absolutely loving this collection. It's really lovely to work with as well, which you will see in the video. So jumping into the design, I'm coming in with my base colour, which I've chose the beautiful Tea Rose. Whenever I'm doing any kind of ombre, I do love to do it over a nude colour, and this is one of my favourites. So I've applied one thin coat of this, and I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to come in with a second coat. I like to keep my coats of gel polish fairly thin, especially that first coat, and then the colour and the coverage comes through on the second coat. I do find with 99% of my Kiki London colours, you are only going to need 2 coats of colour to get a nice full pigmented opaque finish. So once I've finished applying that second coat of colour, we'll pop these in to cure as well for 30 seconds. Now I'm curing my 30 seconds in a LED lamp. If you are using a UV lamp, you may need to cure for slightly longer. I'd say 1 to 2 minutes. As you can see, this colour goes on beautifully. It has a really lovely creamy consistency and it's really lovely to work with. It's one of my absolute go-to nude colours. Like I said, I love it for an ombre. It's nice and soft, so it doesn't take away from the nail art that you're going to be doing. Now that's cured, let's move on to the nail art. So we are going to be doing a glitter fade, so I'm going to use my Kiki London ombre brush, and the first colour from the reflective glitter collection I'm going to be using is the beautiful Snow Fairy. Now on the first coat for this ombre, I am also going to use the base coat as well. So this is just the regular Kiki London base coat. I'm just going to pop this down roughly 3/4 of the way down the nail, and then I'm going to come in with that beautiful Snow Fairy. So you technically don't need to use the base coat. You can do a glitter fade without the base coat, but I find it a little bit easier to get a softer blend when I use a base coat, or you could use top coat as well if you don't have a base coat. Any clear gel will work. We're basically using that base coat here just to create a nice soft fade, and I just find it a lot easier to do a glitter fade this way now. Having the base coat down, it mixes in with your glitter gel and just softens that fade. Now when I'm doing this, I only use the base coat on the first coat of the glitter fade. I don't do it on the second coat, which you'll see, but as you can see, it just makes it a lot easier to create a really nice soft fade. Now I'm going to do 2 coats for the glitter ombres because I really want the sparkles to pop. I want them to be super opaque, and I want them to just look really pretty. So I found it better to do it in 2 coats, but of course that is optional. We're now going to move on to the second colour, which is Drama Green. I've probably said it in the swatch video as well, but I absolutely love the name of this colour. I think it's so fun, and it's a beautiful colour for Christmassy nails as well. It does pick up a little bit more blue or teal on camera. It is a little bit more green in real life. This one, compared to the Snow Fairy, has a more pigmented gel base to it as well, so I'm going to take a little bit more time blending that because you're blending that colour in, and this is why it's a lot easier to have a clear gel down because it just softens everything. The clear is obviously going to mix in with the glitter gel and just melt it down a little bit, soften everything out, and as you can see, it just makes the blend effortless. When it comes to blending, I'm using a mix of horizontal and vertical strokes with my brush, and I'm also being really gentle. You don't want to pull too many of those sparkles down the nail. You just want to gently create that glitter fade. I loved how this one looked. I loved all of the colours in this collection, but I think these four work really well together for a Christmassy, wintry set. So again, I'm going to take a thin coat of that base coat. You really don't need a lot of this. It is, like I said, just to create that nice, easy blend. Then the next colour we have is Winter Berries, which is a beautiful red. This is a must-have if you are wanting to do any red Christmas nails, especially when you see the reflective effect to it. So starting off, again, I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to start blending it back by taking my brush, flipping it into reverse and pulling that glitter down the nail. Then I switch my brush the other way around and just start blending that base coat into the glitter gel. And as you can see, it fades out beautifully. And then I'll just probably go backwards and forwards with both strokes just until I'm happy with how that fade is looking. Like I said, really nice, soft, gentle, feathery strokes with your ombre brush, because you don't want to pull that gel around too much. The video here is sped up, so it looks as though I'm being a little bit rougher with the brush than what I am, but it's just because it's sped up. I'm actually doing quite nice, soft, gentle strokes. Then the next color we have that I'm going to be using today is Brown Billionaire. I was blown away by this one. At first, I didn't think it was going to be a favorite in the collection, but it's definitely up there in my top 3. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite out of the colors I've used today. There are obviously 2 more colors in this collection that I didn't use in today's video, and that's Black Galaxy, which I think will be brilliant as a base for some galaxy nails, and then also Cosmic Sky as well, which was the beautiful blue. Like I said, if you want to check out the colors a little bit more in depth, then do head on over to the Kiki London YouTube channel. So now that I've finished the Brown Billionaire, that's the first coat of the ombres done on all of the nails. So I'm going to pop them all in to cure for a full 30 seconds. And then this is what they look like. So as ombres, they do look really, really pretty. You could leave them like this. You don't necessarily have to come in with a second coat. I wanted to come in with a second coat, just like I said, because I want full-on sparkles, especially down at that tip of the nail. And when I work with any kind of glitter gel polishes, I work quite thin. So if you have worked thin, you might not get as full on sparkle as the kind of look you're going for. So I'm going to come in and do that second coat. Now for the second coat, I'm simply applying that glitter gel polish over the glitter that was already cured. I'm not taking it as far down as the fade area. I'm pretty much just applying it to the very tip of the nail, and then using my ombre brush, I'm gently going to fade that backwards and forwards, up and down until I'm happy with it. We haven't got the base coat down, but we don't need to take it as far down because we've already created our blend on the first coat of color. This second coat of color is predominantly to get that tip color to really, really pop. So it's very similar to when you're doing an acrylic ombre. You might come in with a little bit more color with your acrylic once you've done your base color, just to get a bit more of a pigmented tip to the nail. And that's exactly the effect I wanted to go for here. Obviously at the blend area, we've softened the glitters down, they fade out, they don't look as sparkly. At the tip of the nail, we want that full-on sparkle to help create that gradient and ombre effect. And then as well, where these are reflective glitters, I really wanted that to show through, especially at the tip of the nail. So again, once we've done that on all 4 of the nails, we're going to pop these in to cure for 30 seconds. And then this is what the finished result looked like. Look at those sparkles. They look absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to come in and take my Kiki London No Wipe Rubber top coat and top coat all of these nails. I top coated for 2 reasons. I wanted to grab a picture of these, of what they would look like without the stamping, so you could just see a glitter ombre. So I wanted to have the top coat down so that that picture looked full on sparkly and shiny. And then I also popped the top coat down because I do like top coating before coming in and doing my stamping. This is just a little bit of a personal preference, but sometimes when you're doing stamping, you'll make mistakes and you might wipe off the stamping or the mistakes with some acetone, and this can actually break down your gel polish. So having a layer of top coat there first just means you're not breaking down any of your color coats when you wipe over with acetone. But this is what the nails looked like once they had been top coated. Of course, you could leave the set exactly like this if you wanted to, but I wanted to come in and add on some stamping, as I do absolutely love stamping. So here I'm starting off with this CJS Christmas 05 plate because I wanted this beautiful large snowflake. Now this is a layered image, but I'm not going to be using it as a layered image because I didn't want to cover up too much of the stamping. And if the center of the snowflake had been layered in a different color, I felt as though it would have just covered up too much of the glitter. So we're just going to go in and stamp the outline basically of the snowflake down, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on all 4 nails. So I just left in the stamping for 1 nail. I do have a lot more detailed stamping videos up on my channel, so I will link the stamping playlist I've done up or in the description box below, so you can check that out. But as you can see, I did exactly the same on all 4 nails. I just placed the snowflakes in slightly different positions, and then again I want to come in and do a little bit more stamping, but this time I'm going to use my Miss Lucy Christmas 01 plate. I love this plate, and I do have a discount code for Miss Lucy, which again I'll leave in the description box below. So this plate has some really little images on there, which was exactly what I wanted to add on to this nail. I wanted to add on a couple more little snowflakes, so I'm going to pick out some different ones that are on this plate and we're going to add those on. So I'm starting off, I'm just going to apply a generous amount of stamping polish, scrape away the excess, take my stamper and give it a quick flick of the wrist and a quick roll over that stamping plate. As you can see, it picked up the image beautifully. I'm just going to remove any excess image that's picked up using my lint roller, and then I like to press down, do a little rock and roll and lift off, and that is that one stamped down. I do show you guys stamping 1 more now on this, but then we skip to top coating. So before coming in with my next image, I'm going to give the plate a good clean with some acetone, and then I'm going to take another one of those little snowflake images. I liked this one here because it had the main snowflake and then some little teeny tiny ones off the edge. So again, apply a generous amount of stamping polish, scrape, quick roll across the plate with your stamper, just applying a nice amount of pressure. I always like to remove the excess before stamping it down on the nail, and then I'm going to take my nail, look through my stamper and line it up, and then press down, just a little wriggle from side to side and lift off. So on the last 2 nails, I added on a couple more little snowflakes just to fill in some of the space and add a little bit of something extra to the nail. I felt as though it looked a little bit plain with just the larger snowflakes on there. And then we're going to come in and top coat again to seal in our stamping. And I kept with the no wipe rubber top coat just because I already had that out on my desk, but you could come in and top coat with any top coat of your choice. I do personally love the Kiki London rubber top coat for going over any kind of nail art, but I don't tend to use it too much over stamping as I've been using the other top coat. Now, because it is a rubber top coat, it is slightly thicker, but it does self-level absolutely beautifully. And for a rubber top coat, I absolutely love working with it, especially on my own nails. Because it's a rubber top coat, it adds a little bit of extra strength and durability to the nails. So it's brilliant if you have any clients with weak or damaged nails. It does require a 60-second cure. So once I've finished applying it, I'm going to pop this in to cure for 60 seconds. And then I have left some clips and pictures of the finished result. As I said, the pictures show the reflective effect with the flash on, which I absolutely love. But look how gorgeous this set looks. These sparkles are just something else. They're so different to any other glitter gel polishes I've used, and I'm absolutely loving them. I think it's the perfect time of year to bring out this collection because obviously we all want sparkly nails in the festive season. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this set. I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.